Hello students, welcome back. Are you ready to listen to me and watch the video carefully? Now let's continue with our lesson number 2, the interrelationship between the living things of EVS 1. Now coming to page number 10, do you know? The first one, the excreta of domestic animal is of use to human beings. Excreta means what, children? It is the waste materials of the animals. Now students, look at this picture. It is the picture of a dung and the dung cakes. The dung of cattle is made into dung cakes. They are combustible. Combustible means it catches fire immediately. They are used in some places as a fuel. Now see students, this is a picture of a gobar gas plant. This plant is covered with a lid so that the gases don't come out. It has a tube connected to many houses and for cooking it acts as a fuel. Now see, this is a picture of a cattle dung and sheep pellets. Sheep pellets means the waste of the sheep. They are good for plants. Farmers use them for growing plants. Due to this, the crops grow very well. Now students, see, we have many friends. We like the company of our friends. So like this only, animals are also our friends. See, the animals like camel, horses, donkeys, they carry heavy loads on their body and they help us to carry things from one place to another. Now see the next picture. It is a picture of a milk carrying truck. Now, from where do we get milk? We get milk from the cow. It is also an important animal. And then from milk, we get tasty products like the cheese, butter, ghee, etc. And now see the picture of a dog. What does it do? It guards our house. It is also our friend. Some animals become dear to us. We look after them very well. We feed them. They also return our affection. So, the animals are our friends too. Now, students, see, just as we need animals, we need plants too. Plants give us food grains too. We get vegetables too from plants. Now see students, these are the fruits. Who gives us all these fruits for us daily to eat? Of course, the plants provided. They are colorful, tasty and juicy. Now see children, plants also provide us with different beautiful kind of flowers. They are colorful and attractive. They are used for special occasions, weddings, birthday parties. The flowers are the symbol of happiness. We use them in bouquets and garlands too. Now see students, what is this? Yes, it is the cotton wool. We also get cotton wool from plants to make cotton clothes. Now see students, we grow plants that are very useful to us. As animals are important to us, plants are also as well as important to us. Plants, animal and we and natural things in nature, we together form an environment. We are a part of nature and we all are equally important too. So, plants are also important for us. Now see students, we grow plants. Plants are very useful to us. Plants give us oxygen, they give us fresh air, and it is very necessary for us to breathe. Oxygen is our daily support. We remain healthy and fit forever. Otherwise, we cannot survive without oxygen. So, we will see what are the steps for growing a plant. Now, what is the first step to grow a plant is to sow seeds. We make sure that they get water. Then we give manure when necessary. Then we spray pesticides if they are attacked by insects. Now, plants give us abundantly means what? They give in more quantity, that is plenty in various kinds they give us. They satisfy our needs. Other living things also get their food from nature. We will see this by some examples. Now see the chameleon eating insect when it is hungry. Snakes eat mice. Tiger eats deer. Goats and plant eat leaves of the plants. Cattle eat grass. So in this way the other living things get their food from their environment. Now students, we are going to learn about a new term. It is called arboreal. Arboreal means what? A word arboreal comes from the Latin word arbor, which means trees. So animals living on trees are called arboreal animals. Now see students, some animals like monkeys and squirrels live on trees. It gives them certain advantages. Being at a height, they are better able to defend themselves from their enemies. Besides, they can eat the fruit of the trees to satisfy their hunger. Such animals are said to be arboreal. Unknowingly, they help the tree with whose support they live. As they move around here and there in surroundings, they spread the seeds of the fruit they have eaten through their droppings. Because of this, what happens? New trees grow in different places. Some types of birds too find trees useful for building their nests. Now, do you know an egret rides on a buffalo's back? See what happens when a buffalo is grazing in a grassy area. You are very likely to see an egret riding on its back. Egret means what? It is a bird. What could be the reason for that? See, a certain kind of egret feeds on different kinds of insects. Grass is full of all kinds of insects, but because they are hidden in the grass, the egret cannot see them and catch them. As the buffalo treads on the grass, it frightens the insects which fly out from the grass. The egret on the buffalo's back makes no mistake in swooping down to catch and eat them up. Now we'll see the seasonal changes in the living things. First one is now find out. We have to find out. First one, what is the Marathi name for mango blossoms? The Marathi name for mango blossoms is mohar. Second one, does the banyan have leaves throughout the year? Yes, the banyan tree has leaves throughout the year. Then the third, we see frogs everywhere during the rains. Where do they disappear in the summer? In winter, frogs go deep under the ground for a long period of slumber that lasts for 7 or 8 months. Then the fourth, which is the season for jamuns. In June, when the rainy season is a short way away, it is the season for jamuns. Now students, see, we have three seasons: the summer, the rainy and the winter. What happens in summer? It is very hot. We wear cotton clothes and drink plenty of water. In the rainy season, we use umbrellas or different kinds of raincoats and hoods and gloves and boots to avoid getting wet in the rain. Then in winter, we wear woolen clothes and other warm clothes to protect ourselves from the cold. Just as the three seasons affect us, they affect all other living things too. We see these changes taking place in the living world every year, year after year. Now see, in winter in Maharashtra is also called the season of Pangal, that is the falling of leaves. That is because many trees shed their leaves in winter. See, the coats of many furry animals become thicker in winter. This keeps them warm in the cold season. The end of winter is also the time for the mango trees to start blossoming. These blossoms are called mohar in Marathi. At the close of the month of February, it becomes warmer, and by March we begin to feel the heat. It's time for summer. Now the leaves are reddish and shiny, and the color that changes to green as the leaves grow bigger. The call of the koel is heard in many places. Now students, do you want to hear the call of the koel? We will hear it now, okay? Then in the summer, the market is full of mangoes and watermelons for us to buy. You all like fruits, na children? They are colorful, tasty and juicy. Now this is the season for these fruits. Although mango trees grow all over Maharashtra, the Konkan region is particularly famous for its mangoes. And now it is the season for cashew nuts too. The reddish yellow cashew apples can be seen growing on the cashew trees on the hillsides in the Konkan region. Now in June students, black clouds make their appearance. The rainy season is a short way away now. And now we start getting jackfruits, jamuns and karvandas. Sometimes we can see even the rainbow with its 7 colors in the sky. And it becomes wet everywhere. Frogs appear. We also hear the loud noise of frogs croaking. As the rainy season ends, it is time for winter to make a comeback. It gets colder and colder. This is not good for the frogs. They go deep under the ground for a long period of slumber which lasts for 7 or 8 months. Now students, we will have a recap of what we have learned. The first one, the needs of all living things are met in the environment. They are differences in the needs of different living things. Then, some arboreal animals like monkeys and squirrels live in trees and feed on them. Their droppings help trees to grow in new places. Some birds build their nests in trees. Then each type of living thing thrives where all its needs are fulfilled. For example, like tigers live in grasslands and aquatic plants live in water. Then the last. Changes in seasons affect the living things. Like in winter, trees shed leaves and animals, goats grow thicker. At the start of summer, trees get new leaves. In the rainy season, it becomes green all around. Frogs appear and crops grow in field. Now, but still we have to always remember that the environment changes with the seasons. Living things have to adapt themselves to those changes. So that's all for this today, students. Thank you. Read the lesson and the hard words too. And for the homework, students, write these words 10 times in your notebook and learn them. Like the first word is excreta, second one dung, third one combustible, fourth one pangal, fifth one arboreal, sixth one egret, seventh one mohar, eighth one konkan, ninth one croaking, and the 10th one slumber.